Good morning. We are trying to keep it keto while camping. We are currently in Nebraska on our way up to South Dakota to check out Mount Rushmore. And eating keto on the road has been quite challenging. You want to hear about it? Stay tuned. This morning I woke up super early. It was probably about 6:30 and I jumped in the shower. I took my meds first thing in the morning, so that way it would be a couple of hours before I check my blood pressure, hoping to see if that made a difference. I'm thinking the reason why my blood pressure has been so high is that I had taken my medication maybe about 15 to 20 minutes before taking my blood pressure reading. So I'm hoping that made a difference. If it didn't, well, I'm at least keeping track of it to let my doctor know that my blood pressure is still pretty high. We'll see. I've got about another 30 minutes, or actually about another hour until I take my blood pressure. But if I'm going to do it the same time as I have been doing the past couple of days, I may just do it about 30 minutes earlier than I did yesterday, considering I took the medication earlier. Anyway, this morning I am going to step on the scale. As you can see with the pavers behind me, they're not the most level, but it's got to be more level than the camper. Oh wait, I just saw a little flat cement pad, so I may try both of them to see if there's a difference. I'm wearing pants today and a t-shirt, so you know, wardrobe always makes a big difference when you're standing on that scale. So this might add a pound or two. I'm not sure. They're making breakfast inside. I haven't had my coffee yet. I did make my whipped cream because I figured I want some whipped cream. I don't know what to tell you. I wanted my whipped cream on top of my coffee. I've missed it. That it just adds so much more to my coffee. So that's why I made it. And so let's weigh ourselves. Okay, so I'm thinking we need to stop weighing ourselves, especially on this trip. We just need to stop weighing ourselves, or if we're gonna weigh ourselves, do it once a week. So if I weighed myself on Thursday when we left, or Friday morning of the camping trip, let's not worry about the scale until Friday again. And then hopefully I'll remember what I was wearing that day, or I can look back on the videos and see what I was wearing to try and get the same thing on. But yeah, I think weighing myself every day, and because the number's not reliable, because you know, every surface has to be flat and level in order for it to make sense. You have to be wearing the same thing. I normally weigh myself first thing in the morning, right before I take a shower, completely naked, so I don't have anything weighing me down. So that makes a difference. So it bums me out to see 204 when I didn't feel like I've been eating that much on this trip. At the same time, I was 197 before we left our house. So yeah, I'm not gonna weigh myself anymore. All right, there you go, decision made. All right, it is about 10 o'clock. I did not eat breakfast, so I'm gonna go ahead and try these yogurts that I bought for Caesar. Caesar doesn't care for them, so I'm gonna go ahead and have one of these protein yogurts. It is 130 calories, 2.5 fat. Carbs are total 12. Total sugar's 11. This does not sound good. Maybe I won't have this after all. It's too high. Never mind. All right, we have one more of these left. Let me see what the macros are for this. I see a lot of people eating them. 80 calories, 2 fat, 3 carb, total sugars 2. So it's better than the other one. So I'm gonna go with this today, black cherry with a little bit of the Sola, and I believe a 2/3 cup, which I will not have. I'll probably have half or less than that. Per 1/3 cup snack serving, 140 calories. And the carbs are 9, minus the dietary fiber 7, minus the sugar alcohol 4. Okay, so if I have a third, it's 4 carbs, and then 2 of these, 5, 6. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, we stopped and put gas. I went ahead and tried a new Bang flavor, candy apple crisp. So we'll see if I like this one. Thank you, Nicole Burgess, for introducing me to Bang. All right, I'm gonna pack this Quest bar. This will be what I eat on the road if I get hungry or for my snack / lunch, since I already had the yogurt. So this is what I'm gonna take. Double chocolate chunk is what I haven't had one of these in a long time, so I've been really looking forward to bringing them back in. And what better way when I toss out the clean keto 30-day challenge than to go ahead and bring these back in. But just because I decided to take a break from the 30-day challenge doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get right back on it, since I saw such great results my first week. So anyway. All right, we already have this sticker and that sticker to put on. And we're going into our 3rd state, South Dakota. Then we're gonna do North, Montana, and then decide if this is the end of our trip or if we wanna really conquer the rest of those states. No better the time than the present, right? So I'm gonna have to order another one of these sticker maps when I get home, which would be fine because these are all faded anyway, so it'd be nice to get a brand new sticker map to put on. And I wonder if I can get a bigger one. Just take up more space. This is our spot for the night. We are in Custer State Park, and we stopped at one campground, and there were absolutely no vacancies whatsoever, but the camp host let us stay in somebody's spot who I think they're done for the night. So Caesar is putting in the stabilizers, and this is our beautiful spot for the evening. We're gonna stay one night here. We have a lot to do tomorrow, and then figure out where we're gonna stay tomorrow night, since we can only stay one night here. And then head over to the Badlands, and then head out of South Dakota. Check this out, everybody. This is what we came to South Dakota to see. Oh, look at that.
What is it?
Right there, deer, I mean, right there.
Whoa.
So we are at Custer State Park in South Dakota, and I am so sorry. I keep forgetting to take pictures of what I'm eating. So tonight for dinner, we had lettuce wrapped tacos. So I just did ground beef, and we stacked it with cheese, tomatoes, sour cream, guacamole, hot sauce. It was amazing. And I probably had 3 of those lettuce wraps. So that was my dinner. I need to log it in. I haven't logged it in yet. My steps are not 100% done. I've got a few minutes on exercise. Let me see what I have. So currently, according to my watch, I've met my move goal today. I've got 20 out of my 30 minutes of exercise. My stand goal is almost met. I just need 1 more hour, and my steps are at 5,800 right now. So I'm still below. The sun hasn't gone down yet. I've got a little bit of time. I am wearing flip-flops right now, so I may just walk lightly around the park just to kind of get some extra steps in. But let me show you what my view is right now in front of me. Check this out. That is what I'm looking at right now. How amazingly beautiful is this? Hold on, let me go up so you can see what is right in front of me. I'm sitting on a bench under this tree in front of this pond. The RVs are back here. I mean, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. And here's me on a bench, and the RV is, well, there's the truck. So RV is behind this RV. We went driving around this area just trying to see, what's here before we head into Keystone, because we're going to go see Mount Rushmore, and we're going to go to the Cosmos Mystery House or something tomorrow. So we drove around and we got to see bison and deer on the side of the road. So that was pretty cool. The drive itself was just gorgeous, winding roads and tall, beautiful trees, and everything was so green and lush. It was unlike anything I've ever seen. Caesar and I are both saying, God, this is like a storybook, just how visually beautiful everything was. So right now it's like 60 something degrees, and people are sitting outside putting fires, having a fire pit out. And so we are going to stay here one night, and then we've got to figure out where we're staying tomorrow night. And then we're going to go do everything tomorrow. Our plans tonight completely fell through. So the plan was to come to this Custer State Park and maybe pay the park entry fee and either boondock or find a campsite. And what happened is we had to pay $20 just to enter the park, and then you had to have made reservations at the campsites ahead of time. So I pulled in. They said you can pull in and ask a camp host if there's any vacancies or call this number. So I pulled in and they're like, well, here's a phone. You have to call this number. My phone didn't have any service, so I had to use some courtesy phone. And you call in, and none of the campsites had vacancies, none whatsoever. The only one that did actually was one, but it didn't have any electricity hookups, and it was $20 a night or $25 a night. So I paid $20 to enter the park. Then I got to pay another $25. So it's a $45 just to dry camp, boondock. It made no sense. So anyway, the guy who was the camp host here said, I think I can find something for you. And I guess a friend of his who normally has the spot that we're staying in is not going to come back until tomorrow. So he let us stay there tonight. We did have to pay. We are going to stay only tonight, and tomorrow we've got to figure out where we're going to stay. So we are looking for a place to boondock maybe tomorrow, and I don't know if we're going to unhitch and then go see Mount Rushmore or what, but we don't exactly know where we're staying. So here's Ivy. They just came back from a walk. There's
Hi.
Copper Boy. How was your walk?
Good.
You're already out of breath. Hi, Copper. Hi, Bubba's. There's Dad. How you doing?
I'm doing.